Last time we had a target up here. We ended up hitting that right up here. Okay, this thing actually went up to 0.04420. We had a target of 0.4381. All right, so we hit it. No question about it. Pulled us over. That was our target. Ended up nailing it. All right, then this thing, that was the 5 waves up. All right, you had your 5 waves. Let's get that off there so this chart don't get confusing. And then you can see here, you had your corrective structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, is that good enough for the 5th wave though? All right, normally you have a 1618 on a 5th wave. That would have been down here. Right, it does not always make it the whole way down there. I tell people that because they don't make it that easy for you, especially if you're leverage trading, right? They're not going to just say, oh, okay, every single time this thing's going to hit the 1618. Usually hits a zone, right? Like a zone through here that, if you're close to it, if you're leverage trading, don't count on this thing hitting the exact 1618. Never do that, because what'll happen is you'll have your target at the 1618. A lot of times it will hit it, all right. But just like right here, okay, it did. It ended up falling. What was it? Roughly 4.5% short of hitting it. Okay, looks like it's bottomed here. And heading to the upside. All right, that's not 100% saying that it couldn't roll over, finish this 5th wave, then come down here, and hit this zone. But it looks like it is starting back towards the upside. A big sign of that would be a break of this right there. Okay, it breaks through that 0.032. That was the high here for the wave 4 back. That would be a great sign. All right, now we're on a 12-hour. Let's zoom in a little bit on a 4. Okay, you could have a 1, 2. You could have a 3rd wave starting here on this thing. Looks to me like, let's take a look at the RSIs. 4-hour is maxed out, 96.27 and 96.27. That's right over here. Okay, if your blue number is bigger than your orange, you're bullish. All right, it's right on the edge. 8-hour at a 189. 12-hour still has a little bit of room up. 167. Your daily is at a 64 to 32. Looks like the daily is just starting up. All right, so you could have a bottom in here. Absolutely. Over here, you can see it did come down almost at 1618 exactly, where the bottom came in here. Let me look at this. Right there was your bottom. Over here, the 1618, that was the target for it. So don't don't get confused here. I mean, it could come back down and tap that bottom and finish out that move. Well, we'll see. All right, maybe it's done here though. Excuse me. On the weekly, you're a little bearish there on the weekly. 37 and a 42. Really oversold down here though. It's at 27. Okay, look at this. That is your RSI on the bottom. Look how low we are down here on the weekly. So this has lots of room possibly to the upside. You can see the ABC right there on the bigger picture. But definitely could have a lot of room to the upside. The monthly, don't have a monthly here. Okay, what's your 3-day and your 5-day? Your 3-day is trying to turn back up, 51 to 49. The 3-day is bullish, and your 5-day is trying to turn back up to the upside. All right, so you could have a bottom in here, and this thing could be starting back up. Absolutely. Like I said, a big sign that is happening is a takeout of this price level right here. It's down just a hair more, but this is perfect as I can get it. Right about 0.032. Okay, you get a break of that, and that's great news. What could be starting here is a 1, 2, a 3 wave, 4, and maybe a break of this area, and then you would have typically, after something like that, you would have an ABC maybe a retest of that area of support, and then maybe another 5 waves up. We'll see. Bitcoin looks really good. That's why I'm thinking this. All right. Bitcoin looks fantastic. If you come over here and take a look at this thing, it looks like it's primed and ready to go. All right. If it does a 5th wave here, like it looks like it wants to, all right, right in here, we had a target in Discord for this C wave. All right, hit it perfectly. That's a 618-702. It isn't like we guessed. All right, 618 or 702 is your normally your top of your B wave. And there you go, hit the 702 on the dot. And we figured that after this 5 waves up inside here, this wave 1. All right, then you have an ABC. Then you're starting another 5 waves up here. Come join us over Discord, guys. The level 3 membership's only $15. All right, that's nothing. You get over there. We have some great traders over there. I made $15 personally, and I'm not bragging at all. I made that in the last 20 minutes back trading. That's not a lot of money to spend. You get over 10 hours of videos to teach you how to use the Fibonacci, how to leverage trade, all that stuff, and a link to the Discord. All right, where especially right now with Bitcoin making a run like this, there's a lot of money to be made out there. This thing looks like it has quite a bit of room left here to go. Looks like a 1, 2. Looks like a 3rd wave run in here, maybe up there, and then a breakout of this wedge. And there's no guarantees here. Don't go betting everything on this. But it looks like to me like it's making its move. All right, on a fib. You guys that don't know anything about a fib, you know, if you can afford to get the 15, spend the $15 and learn about these tools, because these trading tools are what will make you a pile of money. The Fibonacci is like having geez, I hate to compare it to that. I was gonna say like a Bible in church. The fib is so important. I guess whatever. I guess you could compare it to something like that. It's something you need. All right, you need to learn how to use a fib. A fib, they work. All right. This thing is right now hitting the 702. The 702 is typically a breakout area. Once you break the 702, that normally means that you got more room to the upside, right? We are right there with this thing. The weekly RSI is at a 57.5 and a 58.1. All right, down the bottom it is turning up to the upside here. It's at 56. Now, a break of this wedge could also. Now look at a monthly. Monthly's trying to turn back up too, and I've been talking about this for a very long time. A break of this wedge, the potential target is up around $89,000, right? And I've been talking about a 5-wave up for months and months and months, a long time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, and then we'll see what happens after that. I don't know if that'll be the end of this little run here. Or if we'll actually go into our bull cycle. But I expect a big, alt season coming when Bitcoin dominance hits at 60%. I expect that to roll over and these altcoins to really take off. Now, Wi-Fi is no different, obviously. It is if we go out here on a weekly, all right, you can see it's been beat down pretty good. I mean, it's down here at the bottom. Any kind of retracement. Yeah, there's that big ABC I showed you on the RSI. Any kind of, even just a retracement back up here would be massive for this thing. It's down here. What is it at? Price-wise. Roughly 3 cents. Okay. A retracement, just a normal retracement back up to a 618 or 702. You'd be looking... let's pull this over so we can see the price. We're going from this high right here, all right, 15 to 17 cents. You know, that would be normal to get back up into this range, and then it decides what it's going to do from there, right? So, not saying it's heading there. It's possible. Bitcoin gets a break up to 90,000. These tokens are going to run like crazy. Okay, this thing is down near the very bottom, over here. It has that low down here about 0.016. Yeah, 0.0165. That is the low, and we're only at 3 cents now. So to run back up there, you're looking, what, 6x or something back up, just back up to retracement levels. All right, so we're looking for a bottom on this thing now, looking for a bounce back up. Like I said, a break of this level here at 0.03, call it 0.032, would be massive. All right, that would convince me that the move to the downside is over and this thing is ready to go. Going on a 4-hour chart, if this is a wave 1 here and we haven't got a retracement yet, you know, a pullback here, don't get all panicky. All right, a pullback here, you could get a pullback. I hate these wicks. I hate the volatility sometimes. Look at the volume coming in. You're getting nice volume coming in here. A lot of, yeah, look at that. That's on a daily. That's 1.589 million right here on this green candle. If you're going a weekly, we just started this week. We're at 1.6 million right now. All right, to give you an example, this one here was 13 million. And the one next to it was almost 12. This is Monday. We're at 1.6 million. So there's a lot of people that obviously, a lot of traders that think this is a bottom. You can see the volume here, pretty decent. It's coming in anyway. But if this pulls back, we're going to put a box here, right? Because this is where I would look for a bounce out of it, either a 50% or it could pull down here to a 702. All right. That's what I'd be looking for. A wave 2 typically is 50%, but it would be normal for it to pull down to a 618 or 702 and then possibly bounce out of here. All right, a lower time frame, a 4-hour here, the RSI is wanting to pull down. Okay, you can see it's at 91.94. A 1 hour looks like it might roll over here too. All right, this, well, we might want to just ignore that wick. That looks, you know, sometimes charting, you'll learn that too. You want to, you know, avoid these wicks sometimes. Sometimes they don't mean a whole lot, especially when you're using your fib and stuff. But we'll leave it there and see what happens. But it looks like an inner 5 waves in here, which would be a good sign of a wave 1. Like right here, 1, 2. I hate a lot of wicks here. 3, 4, maybe a 5th wave up here a little bit. Maybe it has a little bit left in the tank, or down here it started the wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's doing an A, B, C. You know, either way, it looks pretty decent to me. Okay, if you lose this 0.0275 down here, then you might get this little extra push to the bottom. But I'm thinking it's going to hold. I really am. That's my opinion. You know, not financial advice at all. It's definitely just an opinion here. We'll see what happens with it. But overall, the market looks good. The market looks really good. Have a great day, guys. Hit that like and subscribe. Come join us in Discord. You know, right here, you know, if this is a wave 2 pullback, this is where you would want to enter a long, for sure. You know, of course, I'd dig a little bit deeper before jumping into this. I'm just covering it for a video, but it's looking pretty good. You know, like I said, this 5th wave could be done. You know, if it is pushing down anymore, you could have another. What is that? Let's see. I'll tell you, so you know. If any of you out there are just really want to know where it could go to, right there, 0.02556. That could be a potential area where you'd want to pay attention to if this breaks support here and falls down. All right, but looking decent to me. I think personally, I think it's going to hold on and get a bounce up here. Have a great day, guys. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to you soon.